Hello, I'm Joel Meeker, and this is Verse by Verse. I presume if you're listening to this podcast that you know that the Bible teaches that Christians should obey the fourth commandment along with the other 9. The fourth commandment is the one that states, "Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord your God. In it you shall do no work, you, nor your son, nor your daughter, nor your male servant, nor your female servant, nor your cattle, nor your stranger who is within your gates. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth, the sea, and all that is in them, and rested the 7th day. Therefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it." God has never unblessed or unhallowed the Sabbath of the Lord. He never replaced it with a different day. We're still supposed to rest from all our work on that day made holy by God. But what else are we supposed to do? What does the Bible say about observing the Sabbath correctly? Today we're looking at Isaiah chapter 58, verses 13 and 14. Those verses say, "If you turn away your foot from the Sabbath, from doing your pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy day of the Lord honorable, and shall honor him, not doing your own ways, nor finding your own pleasure, nor speaking your own words, then you shall delight yourself in the Lord. And I will make you to ride on the high hills of the earth, and feed you with the heritage of Jacob your father. The mouth of the Lord has spoken." What does this passage tell us about our weekly day of rest, and how we should use the time? Well, let's unpack these 2 verses. Turn away your foot from the Sabbath. In other words, don't trample on it. It should be treated with respect, even reverence. Turn away from doing your pleasure on my holy day. The Sabbath is holy. That is to say, it's imbued with God's presence. So while we rejoice in the Sabbath, there is enjoyment in the proper celebration of the Sabbath. Our goal should not be our own pleasure or our own amusement. Call the Sabbath a delight. We worship the Creator God on this day in ways He sets forth for us. It's an amazing thing to know the God of the universe, to be able to learn from Him through His Word and talk to Him through prayer. We are to call the day honorable. All of our conduct in this day should in some way honor God, not doing our own ways. We have 6 days to do all our labor and to direct our own ways the way we choose. But this day we are to especially follow God's ways, not finding our own pleasure, not speaking our own words. What we choose to do, and even the topics of our conversation, should be guided by our worship of God. There are many worthy and useful things to do on the Sabbath. We can use extra time to study the Word of God, reflect on it, and communicate with Him through prayer. We can fellowship with fellow believers. We can visit the sick, encourage the discouraged, and motivate each other with stimulating, spiritually oriented conversations. We can enjoy a pleasant meal with our family and fellow Christians. The Sabbath is called a feast day in Exodus 20, and that means a physical feast as well as a spiritual one. If we observe the Sabbath in this manner, God says we are delighting ourselves in Him. Could there be any better thing to do than to delight ourselves in the eternal? He promises us blessings for delighting ourselves in Him. He will make us ride on the high places of the earth. He will enrich and deepen our lives. The mouth of the Lord has spoken.
If you've been enjoying Verse by Verse and want to help the show grow, here's what you can do to get the word out. Wherever you're listening, make sure to subscribe. If you're on a platform that accepts reviews and ratings, those can both make a big difference in helping other people find us. Verse by Verse is a companion podcast to the Daily Bible Verse blog, which you can find on the Life, Hope, and Truth Learning Center. Check out the show notes for more.